need any majority. It's like if they beat you by one vote, that's it. Too fucking bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the changes in Congress. I'd have to look into that. I'm pretty sure filibustering is kind of still around, and I'm not sure about the majority and how it works.
They changed all those rules during the last fucking 5 years.
Really?
That you had to have a super majority to do fucking anything.
Okay.
Now it's like
filibustering
if a vote's fucking 51
and
to
the
50,
majority needed to get something passed through the House of Representatives. You're saying the House. Which branch are you saying needed?
Talking about the Senate, the rules changed in the Senate.
Really? So yeah, no, wait a minute. You needed a supermajority to override a presidential veto. I don't know what you think changed when it comes to.
Okay, nothing changed. Nothing changed, Nard. You have the memory of a goldfish.
All right, take it easy now. You're gonna start boring me. I'm gonna look into congressional majority. Let's see. The congressional approval in the U.S. Senate changed from supermajority to a simple majority. It's been very broken in U.S. Congress. Let's see. Reconvened by U.S. Congress. Unless 3/5 of the Senate is duly chosen and sworn, bring the debate to a vote from closure.
A lot of stuff before. A lot of stuff before needed a 60 votes to pass in the Senate. Now it's a simple majority. Okay, that's what changed.
All right. Well, first of all, I think they can still filibuster, but they can stop the filibuster if 3/5 of the senators decide to close the topic. So I think they actually
exactly, and that's bullshit because before that wasn't an option. You had to fucking stick with the filibuster, no matter what. Now they can fucking vote to end it. That's bullshit.
What's bullshit? Now they
being able to outvote a filibuster. That's bullshit.
Why are you calling it bullshit? And now there's a way to end a filibuster. Is that what you're saying? What's bullshit?
Yeah, because before a filibuster would stand as it was.
Right, and now they have an option of 3/5 of the senators being able to get together and close down the filibuster, and that's good.
I hate that. That ain't good at all.
Good. What do you need to have to end a filibuster? What would you like to see?
No end to a filibuster. Scaff, what the fuck is it that you're playing? The whole point of the filibuster is to allow the minority to have something to stand on. Now they got nothing to stand on.
So are you saying we should eliminate the filibuster altogether or just have a way to end it with a consensus of 3/5?
You're taking what I'm saying the totally opposite way. Filibuster should be allowed to stand as it is with no impediments.
Oh, really?
It's how it used to be.
But does that mean it was good? I don't know. That doesn't sound good to me.
It's real good if you're the minority party because you have some fucking power.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. No, you could block it. Maybe you can debate. I mean,
Look at that! Look at that beautiful fucking snow, man. The beautiful, nice, cold winter snow. It was 90. It's 90 fucking degrees here today, Nard. 90. Sorry, 91. Fucking almost October 1st. It was 91 degrees.
well, you're not going to be able to end a filibuster unless you have a nice majority of 60 senators. So, I mean, when's the last time a given party had 60 senators of theirs in? I mean, I don't know that that even exists now. I know the Republicans have the Senate. It's not 60-40, is it?
Okay, you need to look at what I just put up here. Okay,
Just answer my question. Is it 60
the
40?
60 vote thing is gone. Now it's gone to a simple majority. Okay, the 60
I
vote
don't see
thing.
that. I don't see that being stated here. To end a
Well,
filibuster, I'm talking about. I'm
doesn't
talking.
matter. They can apply the 60 votes to a simple majority whenever they want to do it.
I don't know about that. Now, it's not what
They
this.
they already did it for the Supreme Court nominations. So why would they be able to apply that? Why would they be able to apply that against a filibuster?
Somebody was filibustering in the Senate over nominations, and they were able to shut them down with a simple majority.
I don't know what you're talking about. Just read what I put in the text there. It's all you got to read.
Why don't you know what I'm talking about? I stated it pretty clear.
Because I have no idea what you're talking about. The only thing I'm stating is that they went from the 60 votes to a simple majority. They can flip it to a simple majority whenever the fuck they feel like it on any single issue, and they
Really,
fucking do it all the time.
I don't see that written here.
Okay, well they've already done it for the Supreme Court nominations, and it applies to anything they want to do it for.
I don't know if it's anything, and I don't know if it applies to a filibuster. And I want to see simple majority voting. Oh, here we go. Not explicitly mandated. Simple majority using.
When the Democrats had control, that it was a 60 vote thing. Okay, it was not a simple majority.
Well, I'm sorry. Say that again.
When Democrats had all the cards, it was a 60 vote threshold.
Really, for the Senate?
Yes. The Republicans are the ones that have flipped this around. Yo, Sydney, are you still there?
Of course.
Listen, let's see. Yeah, let's get Anthony over here. Let's add him. Let's add him to the fucking mix. Because you and Anthony both stated that it's not a fact that Russia interfered with the elections. You guys are fucking insane, both of you.
About what?
Both of these knuckleheads, Sydney and Anthony, said that Russia did never interfere with the elections. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Your mic sounds kind of low though.
Sorry.
Yeah, the entire it sounds better now. The
Okay, yeah, I
entire
got my
audience,
information from a gentleman called Robert Mueller. How about you? Where'd you get your information from?
Robert Mueller has a fucking like 125 pages, like part 3 of his report, talks about how Russia interfered with the elections.
No, there was only 2 parts to his report. How do you mean it's a part 3?
Whether Russia succeeded or not is not the issue. The issue is that Russia interfered.
Yeah, but how did they interfere? That's an allegation, but there's no evidence that Russia interfered. That's the whole idea. That was the whole conclusion of his
They
report.
took out 100,000 ads on Facebook. What do you mean there's no evidence?
100,000 ads on Facebook. Did you see any?
I don't fucking use Facebook. Why
Right.
would I see
Okay.
any ads?
So I didn't see any either. And nor does he. No. Did you see any Facebook ads that were Russian influenced somehow and made you? I don't know what kind of ads.
I don't use Facebook.
Exactly. Okay. So 100,000 ads on Facebook, which absolutely influenced nobody at all, like a nothing, whole nothing. Of what kind of a claim is that? How did they influence election with 100,000 ads that nobody saw? At least nobody that you know and that I know and that anybody knows saw. So what are you talking about? Oh, now you're speechless. Great, just fucking great. You see, you Democrats are so fucking good at making baseless accusations. Absolutely brilliant. But when faced with the reality of having to bring up some kind of evidence, then you stumble. Stumble and fall, flatten your faces. Correct, Nord?
I'm trying to read up on this. I'm not really listening, Sid. Sorry.
Excellent. It seems that my opponent has gone silent. I'm just wondering why that would be. He's probably given up.
All right. So down in 2013, Senator Tom Harkin advocated for steadily reducing they call it cloture, cloture, reducing the cloture threshold. That's shutting down a filibuster. Each time a cloture vote fails, let's see, the number of votes required would be reduced by 3 on each vote, 60 to 57, to 54 to 51, until a simple majority was required. Harkin envisioned that this rule would still allow the minority to bring visibility to and slow down a bill. And since the whole process would take 8 days, the majority would have incentive to compromise with the minority. The Senate defeated the idea by voice vote in 2013. So apparently they shot down the idea of moving towards a simple majority. But I think that's concerning a filibuster. And I think a simple majority has always been the case when it comes to legislation, right? I'm not sure. There's a lot of filibuster talk here. Uh,
Why don't you read it aloud?
no, because I'm not reading anything that's relevant. I'm just trying to get through it. Yeah. Okay. It sounds like to pass legislation, you still need a supermajority, but I don't know if they're talking about the House, the Senate, or both.
Well, if they say Congress, then I guess it's both.
Could be. I'm gonna rephrase the question and just say something here. Requirement to pass legislation in the House. In general, all of the procedures of the House permit a majority of members to work their will without excess of the way the House continues most legislation by motions to suspend the rules with limited debate and no floor amendments with the support of at least 2/3 of the members. See, it's just so confusing. I give up on this shit. I don't know. We don't need it in the House to pass a bill. Okay, let's look at that. That's a direct question. Under the state constitution, under the state constitution, every bill must be read 3 times before it may be passed. Wasn't satisfied reading the bills. Upon introduction, the bill's title and reference. They don't even answer the question.
While you're looking it up, I got a I got a question that I've been thinking about when it comes to the U.S. Constitution.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's a complete document? Because there's something that I feel that has been left out, and that is the role of the exiting president. I think that person who exits the presidency and to be replaced by the new guy should be given a role somewhere, uh, ambassador or something somewhere in government, and not just left out in the cold and goodbye and see you later.
In other words, discontinue using all the knowledge he's gathered.
Yeah, so there's actually a trust, a continuation, and some trust there. Like what you guys have got going right now is it's war, it's Game of Thrones, it's nuts.
Well, I mean, you have an exiting president who was at the very top. And how are you going to assign him to some lesser, very narrow, particular concern?
As an ambassador, some honorary position representing the country neutrally, of course.
Well, I'm sure he could if he wanted to. I don't really think the president's going to be comfortable being an ambassador to a country after being president, the most powerful man
Not
in the
ambassador
world.
to the country necessarily. Maybe some role in representing the United States on the world stage, which is impartial as to whether he's Democrat or Republican.
Well, an acting president, if he's smart, will consult with ex-presidents.
Well, obviously,
And,
this is not happening here.
well, that would be the way to go, though. You're not going to be able to assign this guy a job that's going to be comfortable for him, I don't think. But certainly he's there to talk to. And I know that new presidents often will consult with, predecessors on things. I do believe that happens. Anyway, let me see something here.
You do believe what happens? I'm trying to digest what you just said. You do believe what happens?
That acting presidents will consult their predecessors on things. I mean, because the predecessors are always happy to get their ear and continue to have an influence. So I do believe they do. It's been known that they consult with former presidents.
Mm-hmm.
Signing. Suspend the rules with limited pay and no fortnights with the sport of at least 2/3 of the members vote. This means which is deliberated on the floor by unanimous consent.
Hey, Otto, you made it.
Hey,
Did we catch you while you were driving home when I sent out the invite, or were you already home?
no, I was home. I had my wife. I had to check on her.
These bills are first considered in committee of whole or being passed by simple majority vote of the House.
Somebody's phone is really vibrating.
I don't think it's me.
Well, it's definitely not you, Otto. I'm aware it's not you because I think you shut all the alerts off anyways. This is why I don't even use this website with my phone, man. Like that would annoy me to get all those dings and pings all day.
There's a lot of rules when it comes to this stupid ass fucking government. It's very confusing. Oops. I don't know. I'll give up.
Well, you got Otto here, man. If you want to change the topic, he's always game.
It really is confusing down. There's like they have rules that they implement on, procedure. And it's just weird.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You gotta watch a session of parliaments in England, dude. That shit's fucking amazing. You gotta watch that shit go down. You ever seen a session in Parliament?
No.
Okay, Sydney, you still there? I want to have Sydney cast like a 3-minute clip. Sydney, you there?
Yo, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have you play this clip for Nard. Hang on.
What
Yeah, I
is it?
can follow this fucking
Is it
shit.
about this U.S. politics? Okay.
The hell was this?
What the hell is what?